Now that we've seen what Jehovah has wonderfully done for us, what must we do for him?
Apparently, salvation is a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours situation.
Remember, Jesus' command at Matthew 28:19 and 20 applies to all Christians. Regarding that command, note what the article Keep Busy During the Last of the Last Days states in the October 2019 issue of the Watchtower. As we conduct Bible studies, we have to try our best to make disciples, teaching them to observe all the things Jesus has commanded. We need to help people understand how important it is for them to take their stand for Jehovah and his kingdom. This means trying to motivate people to make the truth their own by applying what they learn, dedicating their life to Jehovah, and getting baptized. Only then will they survive Jehovah's Day. In most parts of the earth, people are not waiting in line for Bible studies. So we have to be proactive, trying our best to find people with whom we can start and conduct progressive studies, using our interactive Bible course. We want as many right-hearted persons as possible to become Jehovah's willing, loyal witnesses.
I spoke earlier in this rebuttal about the gaslighting in Jehovah's Witness propaganda, and here is yet another example.
We want as many right-hearted persons as possible to become Jehovah's willing, loyal witnesses.
We want as many right-hearted persons as possible. Let's not bother with the wrong-hearted persons, folks. We want the right-hearted persons to join us and be loyal to our organization. What are you saying about those who reject the Jehovah's Witness message when you use that language? What you're saying is that those who reject the Jehovah's Witness message are not right-hearted. In other words, they are wrong-hearted, or there is something wrong with them. This, again, is gaslighting. Gaslighting, and I realize it's a term that gets thrown around quite a lot and is often used without justification or by people who don't fully understand what it means. But gaslighting is a technique used by narcissists, typically, to manipulate people by making them doubt their judgment and doubt their grip on reality and doubt who they are as people even. And that's exactly what Robert Ciranko, governing body helper, is doing here. He's saying, if you don't agree with the organization I represent, you're not right-hearted. There's something wrong with your heart. You're, in essence, a bad person. So thank you, Robert Ciranko, for just doing my job for me again and putting your cards on the table and showing this sort of language just being freely used. And I especially enjoyed where you used the following quote.
This means trying to motivate people to make the truth their own by applying what they learn, dedicating their life to Jehovah, and getting baptized. Only then will they survive Jehovah's Day.
I've actually used this quote already multiple times on this channel to demonstrate the black and white doomsday ideology that is at the core of the Jehovah's Witness religion, because I think Jehovah's Witnesses, and when I say Jehovah's Witnesses, I mean ordinary rank and file Jehovah's Witnesses, have a tendency to fool themselves into believing a watered-down version of their faith. So when I come on this channel and I say Jehovah's Witnesses have a join us or die ideology, Jehovah's Witnesses crave the day when everyone who doesn't think as they do gets slaughtered, including men, women, and children, what's been happening is people have been coming on my channel who are Jehovah's Witnesses, because Jehovah's Witnesses watch these videos, believe it or not, and they've been saying, oh, these are apostate lies. We don't believe that. We believe that Jehovah will read people's hearts when Armageddon comes, and he will decide who deserves to die. Well, that's all well and good if that's your personal interpretation of the Jehovah's Witness beliefs. But your problem is that those aren't the teachings of the organization. And this quote from the October 2019 Watchtower completely eviscerates this more palatable version of the dogma, because it says quite simply, if you want to survive Jehovah's Day, if you want to make it through Armageddon, you must be baptized as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't think they can say it more plainly, to be honest. And they've been saying it, to be fair, throughout decades of their publications. It's just not their, how can I put it, principal selling point. They're never going to be upfront about this when, for example, they're calling at someone's home, or if someone comes up to their cart when they're standing in the street. Oh, would you like to join our group? It's the only way that you're going to survive an impending slaughter of billions. They're not going to lead with that one, are they? That's one of the many less palatable teachings that they keep concealed until you've bought into the ideology to the degree where you can start to stomach the more grisly stuff. But because this JW Broadcasting episode isn't designed for people who are being recruited on the doorstep, isn't designed for outsiders or potential converts, Robert Ciranko can just say it like it is. And frankly, I'm grateful that he is giving this particular quote such prominence, because it sums up in just a few words how grotesque, how fear-mongering, how doomsday this group really is.